Harrington. And outside. It's rebounded by Sioux Falls. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Yep, that goes.
He was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
To the middle. Here's Smith. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
Taking it right to the heart of the defense. Smith not just settling for perimeter jumpers.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Delaware ball. Substitution for Sioux Falls. Nate Graves.
Here's Phillips. There's the horn. The Skyforce prevailing in this quarterfinals matchup.
And it's never easy when your opponent is trying to slow things down. It forces you to make adjustments, and Sioux Falls certainly did that.
And for Delaware now, the question becomes, can you win in this league without pace?
You can for a while, but at some point you need some easy points, and those typically come before the defense can get set up, and you have to do that in transition.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For Tim Swartz, Brian Banafitemi, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Blake Suniga saying thanks for watching.
Good game, bro. You really can hoop.
Yeah, I know. Who are you again?
Who, me? Oh, I'm just a dude that just sent you home packing.
Can you feel how close we are? Can you taste it? Yeah. I didn't work as hard as I have for as long as I have to come.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. It's the G League semifinals with the Mexico City Capitanes visiting the Sioux Falls Skyforce. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. So much at stake here, fellas.
Well, here's the question we all want to know. How will the Skyforce handle the potent offense of the Capitanes? They play at such a fun and incredible pace. They can just run teams off the floor.
Well, the Skyforce are the top seed in the West and hold home court advantage, but the Capitanes can give them trouble.
It's going to be a fitness test for Sioux Falls to see if they can keep up with Mexico City. If they can, they have the talent to win out and push this team towards the finals.
This is the final single elimination round in the G League playoffs. A win for the Skyforce or the Capitanes, and they'll make their way to a best-of-3 series for the title.
Looking now at the starting five for the Mexico City Capitanes, they lean on Wallace and Henry for a lot of their offensive firepower. Here's who we'll be seeing for the Skyforce in the semifinals. MP and Miller at the center of this talented lineup. And the pressure for both of these teams has been weighing heavy on them.
This is kind of what the G League is all about. For guys right on the verge of the NBA, this gives them a chance to experience high-stakes basketball.
Oh, and it's Trace with the assist from MP. You know, since the establishment of the Capitanes, they have done wonders to strengthen the Mexican national basketball team.
That was part of the appeal of bringing this team into the G League. The directors of the sport down in Mexico, they knew they needed to be testing local talent against these G League level players to improve the national team.
A nice shot by Miller.
So the defense was there, but Miller is just too good down low.
Wallace outside. Henry out to the wing. Shoots the three. Skyforce with the rebound. And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. From about 10 feet out, again the Skyforce score.
And he had great height separation there in the mid-range, Jay. Excellent job taking advantage of that mismatch. And one note about Mexico City, they are the only G League team that doesn't have an NBA affiliate.
And that can be a double-edged sword for them. They don't get to foster rookies drafted by NBA teams, but at the same time, they're not worried as much about their players getting called up at key moments.
And it's out of bounds as Mexico City retains possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Sioux Falls leading. Guarded by Hayward. Goes up on the stripe. Hayward grabs the miss. To the inside. Shot's good by Edwards.
Taking it up aggressively in the painted area. Edwards, what a play.
This was a matchup that many wanted to see once the playoff bracket was set. The Skyforce and Capitanes both had great seasons. And you know, Brian, they were destined to meet in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think most folks wanted to see MP and his team take on the most well-rounded team in the Capitanes. It's a matchup of top-end talent against depth of talent when you look at these two teams.
It looked pretty, but he doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that open.
Up top, Wallace. Again, the miss by Wallace.
Some tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother him on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
And that's a skill, Brian.
Made that one on the move. Tough shot.
Well, that's just such tough range for some. But for Trace Miller, no. It comes pretty easy, I guess.
One thing with the Skyforce, we've seen them grow tighter and closer as a team since the start of the year.
And it's led to them coming together to play their best ball here at the end of the season. Things were a little rocky at the start, but they blossomed as the year has gone on.
MP and Miller coming out of the gates quickly.
Yeah, they sure have.
Here's Wallace from the arc. Another miss by Wallace. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fires at the elbow. That one wide left. Capitanes trail. Three-pointer. Another miss by Wallace. Miller outside. Miller and MP passing it around. He gets it up, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter in the books. Skyforce ahead. They lead by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Second quarter action underway here between the Skyforce and the Capitanes. Here's Sanders. So both teams changing it up here. And so here's Mexico City. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
Well, look, I don't care if Daniel, doesn't have the imposing frame of some of these other bigs, because he can still get the job done inside.
Now here's Miller. 8 points for him. And he drops in the layup off glass.
When he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave someone in his wake.
Outside Edwards. Misses in close. Guarded by Hayward. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Shots good by Edwards.
Nice to see Henry making the extra pass, moving the ball to get his team a quality look.
Daniel covering. Sanders with the rebound.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that.
Yeah, he's got to use his head. That was a terrible choice.
Low probability.
Here's Cole. Oh!
What a dunk by Coleman. Why settle for the layup when you can drop the hammer?
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Skyforce.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys.
And so here is Sioux Falls. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. On the wing, Miller. Defended by Edwards. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. Again, the miss by Miller. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll go to Mexico City. Now Hayward. Pass to Edwards. Excellent D there from Coleman. The Skyforce on offense. Their defense has allowed only 4 points in the quarter. Pulls it from the elbow. Mr. Ball meets Mr. Basket for his 5th happy pairing of the game. He's 5 for 9. And as this game has progressed, we've seen MP and Trace really controlling the flow.
Absolutely. They are locked in today.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there. Here's Miller, and dunk by Miller.
Well, what a night it's been for Miller. Another basket, looking like he wants that NBA call-up.
Wallace with it. 4 seconds left. The shot by Edwards, no good. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Skyforce out in front, leading by 17. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Third quarter G League action underway here in Sioux Falls. To the paint. Daniel off with the layup. Miller inside. Defended by Edwards. A nice shot by Miller.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and it falls. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
That one drops for him.
Such a smart shot with the mismatch.
A shooter like him with that height advantage, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Yeah, it's almost going to go down every time.
And the dunk by Hayward.
Right to the rim. Hayward likes to attack.
Sioux Falls with the ball. Daniel covering. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. And that one drops for him.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
Wallace with it. Picked up by Coleman. Here's Hayward. Off target at the rim. Inside. Here's Miller. Good D by Daniel. And so here's Mexico City. Outside Henry. And he didn't quite get enough under that one.
He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind.
And the shot goes in.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
There's Hayward knocking down the triple. That is how you stretch the defense.
Shoots from the elbow. Jump shot is good. To the middle. Edwards. And it's Edwards with the jam.
What a powerful finish by Edwards.
Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Daniel covering, and stolen by Daniel. Wallace draws the double. Down low. Hawkins. It's deflected. Here's Miller. And dunked by Miller.
Finishing with authority. Plays like this show just how much confidence Miller has in himself.
MP having an outstanding outing, and Trace is feeding off that energy.
They're very much in control here.
Here's Hayward. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. but he gets it back. The second chance effort. Rebound, Mexico City. Wallace left side. Out to Edwards. From past the arc. The rebound by Coleman.
That's a shot you want to take if you're looking for the three. Defense totally off balance.
MP and Trace on the same page. Nice setup there.
Well, in close, Miller is just so tough to stop. He won't be denied.
Pass to Hayward. Screen by Daniel. Hayward with the ball. Morris is there. For three, Edwards. Edwards missing again. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
And Hawkins pulls it down. Wallace from deep. Ooh, no luck on that one. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Skyforce just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. Final quarter of action here in the G League semifinals. Both teams will make substitutions. Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls. We've gone about 1.5 minutes into this fourth quarter. Henry for three. Again, Henry missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Work it around. Get an easier shot.
It's Morris on the wing. Pass to Viana. Trying his luck deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
He's been able to find the open man every trip down the floor.
Yeah, it sure has seemed like it. Great day passing the basketball for him.
Capitanes again can't hit. To the paint. Morris. Daniels covering. Miller outside. 5 to shoot. There's the three. Sanders with the rebound. Pass to Daniel. Here's Sanders. Screen by Daniel. And here's Henry. Here's Viana. Nails the baby hook.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Capitanes with the ball. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. They need this. It's rebounded by Sioux Falls. To the inside. To the middle. Pass to Williamson. Robbed. Outside Henry. Drills it from outside.
And forwards like Henry need to be able to knock it down from outside, and he did it right there.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Daniel covering. 6 to shoot. Great open look there. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Sanders.